Start.
The guys wanna be me, and all the ladies came to see me. That's right. I'm real, I'm raw, I'm August Artois.
Oh yeah, I'm real, I'm raw, I am the international draw. I am Mr. NXT himself in the flesh, August Artois. I'm joined by one of my best friends over here. His name is Wiso. He's Puerto Rican, so talk slow. Hi, Wiso.
Hola.
Yeah. For all you fucking tards out there that aren't aware of the independent wrestling scene across the globe, because a lot of you losers can't get booked across the globe, we are joined here by one of the most insane men in the UK, bringing you some of deathmatch's finest wrestling. Not only deathmatch, hardcore, and regular matches. Has built some stars, has some stars that you have seen in the US, as the names of Lou Nixon. We got Brett, we got fucking Tim. Everyone knows big old Tim, big Tim Strange. We are joined here by Mr. Malachi. Malachi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great, thank you. How's it going? Thank you for having me. How's it going, guys? You all right?
Wiso here pronounced your name Malachi, but I told him it's Malachi because he's just
English
is a second.
Yeah, it's Malachi. It's typical. It's the same as Kumite. Some people pronounce it as Kumite, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, August 17th, I will be making my debut at KUMITE, and it's going to be a great time. Can't wait. So tell us a little bit about how you got the company started and how you've really snowballed into what you are today, and how, people like me over in America know who the hell you guys are.
Well, my name is Malachi. I've been involved in British wrestling for the past 10 years now. I started as a ring announcer and a commentator on essentially family orientated shows for a company called Hope that were running 10 years ago now. That led me to working for other companies. Eventually I got into sort of just pretty much doing over 18 stuff, where I'd be hosting not necessarily deathmatch shows, but bar shows, you know the sort of thing. But by doing that led me into working at Rise. They're basically the daddies of the deathmatch in this country. They started it, and then everybody else created a scene, but they were the ones with the balls to do like all the crazy shit first. And I was lucky enough to work with those guys for a year or so, and then I became friends with the guys on the roster, Joe and Lou, and we just wanted to do just try doing something similar but somewhere else. The thing with Kumite and Rise, we've got a very similar. They're both really like chaotic. They're both very, very similar but completely different in exactly the same way. There's a real vibe to it, which is what we're really proud of, and which is what I really wanted. When I started at Rise, it was after I was getting a bit fed up with what I was doing in wrestling, and they sort of like revitalized my love for doing it again. So I got to do like the last lot of stuff I did with them. And for the past 4 years, we've been doing Kumite. And I started that company, like I say, we wanted to do something a bit more local. I started it with a friend of mine who was doing a podcast with at the time, but he's one of my oldest friends, Fletcher. And we started the first 2 shows we did were no ring shows, and they were fucking feral. They were just absolute madness. We just basically, the first show we did was at a place called Pop World that now runs family wrestling shows, but the first wrestling show they ran was a no ring death match with Big Fucking Joe, Danny Darko, and Alton Thorne, and they basically didn't know what the fuck was going on. That match is available for free on YouTube, by the way, on the KUMITE Combat Wrestling YouTube channel.
Sure,
we'll
get that link. We'll make sure when we share this to get the link posted with it so people can check that out.
Yeah, so we did, and then we did another no ring show that was like in the back room of a pub, and that one was even more insane. And then we moved on to doing the Vines beer garden. We were doing those outdoors. That's when it really kicked off. We had Alex Cologne over for our first show over there, and yeah, the videos just started going viral. All quite quickly. The deathmatch fans, I mean, the wrestling fans in this country, as you'll know, are mad. Do you know what I mean? They fucking love it. And because deathmatch, there's only really a couple of companies that do it. It tends to be the same sort of. I'd say you're guaranteed between 50 to 60 to 100 people, guaranteed, that will just come when they see that you're doing a Kumite show. That they all go to the Kumite show. They all go to Rise, and they all sort of travel around, and they all know each other. So all of the companies, because there's only so few of us, we all sort of work around each other, so that there's absolutely no point competing with each other, really. Obviously, sometimes it overlaps, but very rarely does the shows overlap, because there's no point, because a lot of it's the same roster, it's all the same crowd, you know. So and we're here 4 years later. I'm talking to you guys. We've had some, you know, things going viral, getting millions of views, thousands of people telling me that we're cunts and they hate us, and that's how you know you're doing all right. So yeah, it's good. It's good at the minute. We're enjoying it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm on my last legs thing, but it's just to be doing something like this quite late on, and I mean, I got into wrestling quite late. I didn't start wrestling until I was 37. I'm 47 now. So to be doing stuff like this, or just doing anything really, is a fucking bonus. I enjoy
You're
it.
47.
I'm 47. Yeah.
You look good.
Jeez, I thought people in the UK. I thought people in the UK aged terribly. You look like you're fucking 27. What the fuck?
Well, underneath this hat and beard, this is all just basically a disguise. I'm like a withered rat underneath it all.
We got a comment here from Panda Artois. She says she loved Vines. It sucks that it closed. She also said, what else did she say? Deathmatch is family. Wait, is that what, oh, can't wait to see you at Kumite, Augie. Yeah, Kumite's going to be fucking fun. Deathmatch is family. See, I think Deathmatch is fucking dumb. I think anybody who participates in Deathmatch is fucking dumb. I think the fans that like Deathmatch are fucking dumb as well. But anyways, back to you. I don't mean to rain on your parade.
No, man.
Really looking forward to it.
It's, you know, it's great, and it's just great to be involved in anything really, and at this sort of late stage essentially in my life, just to be involved in something is like they say, just to be. I just want to be part of it. I'm not booked, Terry. I just want to be part of it. But you see, you get references. I make references like that because I'm an old fucker. So.
Well, Weso here gets it. He's what do you, Weso, 57?
28.
57 years old? August Artois in a death match with death matches themselves.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's quite.
I'm gonna be honest. Some of our comments here in America, you know as well as I do that, you know, Americans are just like Brits. They're all fucking dumb. We're all stupid. Mainly the ones that tune into my fucking show, though. Brute, if you want to rephrase that question and hit me back with it, that'd be fucking great. Let's hear August Artois. That's the same fucking comment. Let me hit this one instead. Suck my dick from the back with your nose in my ass, Augie. I'm not dumb because I like deathmatch.
Well, they are a passionate bunch.
Let me ask you a question about this now. What since you said you were doing the family friendly, what really made you like hit that fucking switch and go, let's turn the fucking volume up. Let's get fucking crazy and let's do 18 and over. Because the other day I just did my first 18 and over, and it was fucking, it's a lot easier not to swear than it is to go out there and tell people to suck your fucking dick and be crazy and shit.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's over 18 doesn't mean you have to swear. I mean, I think that is one thing that it grinds my gears. Look, you don't need to swear. Do you know what I mean? Just to get yourself over like fucking and cunting and shit. It doesn't work.
Yeah, the promoter before the show told me, he goes, swearing is okay, and I highly advise it. And I was like, maybe I should try not to do it, because usually when I'm over there, I call the little kids like cunts and fuckers and shitheads and stuff like that. Maybe I should try not to, but yeah. So I do like mixing it over though, because you don't really have to care about anything, and if kids are there, you know that their parents want them to be there.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, for me, I come from a background. I was in bands for like 20 years before I stopped doing music before I started doing wrestling, or I was winding down with music, and I was quite a sort of. I come from quite a confrontational sort of hardcore sort of background. So I've always had that about me in my character. So it was sort of a bit of transferable skills really from one to the other. I just enjoy the. I mean, I love doing the family shows. Don't get me wrong, but it's just being able to do, particularly in like nightclubs and music venues and things like that. I'm a lot more at home in those environments, and I'm not necessarily. I mean, a lot of people don't really like my style, but I don't really give a fuck. It's my wrestling show at the end of the day. But I like to host it, and the shows are quite long, especially when we were doing the outdoors ones. I've been to wrestling shows before, where the announcer will just announce, and then sometimes there's like massive gaps where there's people who are just not saying anything. There's no music or anything like that. But when you're doing a show and sometimes you've got like 8 matches on a card and you're in like 20 to 30 degree heat outside, these people are staying, you got to say like, you with me? It's more like an MC job, you know what I mean? Hosting. So yeah, I like that. I like being able to keep people going throughout the day and sort of like host it and keep people interested. And but yeah, keep
You're
it more of an MC.
right though. Picking a ring announcer or picking, even commentary, if they can grab a microphone and say it, like, people are paying money. Like, people lose sight of it because they're like, all right, people are here for the show. Cool, they're here. No, motherfucker. You need to make sure they're going to come back to the next show and tell their friends about it, and to the next show. And you got to keep them entertained throughout the night, whether it's a 50-50 fucking raffle, or it's, a live fucking band playing, or a giveaway, or, you have to have intermission and the mingling with the wrestlers and shit like that. That people want to feel involved without catching a fucking light tube over the head.
Oh, exactly, yeah. And people do still want to like catch a light tube over the head. I'm not saying that people do, but people, they've got the option to be right at the front if they want to. But yeah, I just it's not that I don't like family shows. I'm just a lot more comfortable. It's like you say, it doesn't mean you have to shout and swear all day. It's just there's less things I have to worry about saying that I can't say, and it's all about judging the room. Obviously, you still don't want to upset and offend people. People are still paying 25-30 quid to come for an afternoon of entertainment. So you've got to entertain them. You've got to entertain them.
I always try to tell people, like, there's people out there that are actually fat, and there's people out there that are like actually ugly with like moles all over their face. The last thing they want to do is pay 20 quid, 30 quid to be called fat and to be reminded that they're fucking worthless and shit. So calling people stupid or dumb, I think that's fair game. Stupid, dumb, you're an idiot, you're a moron. They can say, no, I'm not. You are. But if you go, look at you fat fuck, they're like, damn, you're right, dude. I hate my life.
Yeah, that's just too far. Yeah, that's exactly. Because it's entertainment, and the whole point of it. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over there. Sorry.
Oh no, then at that point you're losing fucking fans. You're basically telling people, like, that's like bringing up religion or fucking politics. You're losing half the audience. Yeah,
100%. So it's like you say, you want these people to come back. You want them to feel welcome, essentially. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I can't remember what you asked me. I'm a little bit baked. It's quite late here, and I'm not usually up this late.
You see, I've been hitting my weed pen this whole time. I don't fucking remember what I asked you either. Let's read the comment. You hate death matches so much, you're going to have a death match with the match type itself. Oh, I get it. That was a really good fucking comment there, Brute. You dipshit. Let's see what this one says. Double A, how's the next IPW heavyweight champion doing tonight? Jeff Dotree, go fuck yourself, you idiot. I haven't won the title yet. Don't be an asshole. Don't suck my dick on social media platforms because everybody can see it. Be a fucking fan and wait for the damn show. If I win the title, I win the fucking title. Then you can suck my dick, you piece of
Canadian.
shit. Anyway, thank you. Let's talk about the music career. How was your fucking music? Oh, since you brought up music, do you like to dance? I like to dance. My friend Weasel here likes to dance. Do you like to dance?
Well, I'd give it a go.
Yeah, cut the music, Weasel. That's awesome. Oh, welcome to the Real and Raw dance break. Anyways, back to the question now. Tell us about your music career and how that unfolded and when that stopped and wrestling began.
I was in a punk band for about 12 years. I actually did a peel. I mentioned this to you. Yeah, I was in a hardcore band. I was in loads of bands when I was a kid, from like when I was about 15 upwards. Quite a troubled teenage and quite a troubled childhood sort of thing. I ended up moving to where I live now, Derby, with an old friend of mine, and started a band. And again, it was just sort of thing that we did sort of quite flippantly. We did me and the other guy that we did it with. There was three of us, and we were all sort of from other bands that have just like tried really hard to do like make it for years or whatever. And we just got together and started fucking about. And within like months and the first like couple of gigs, we got signed to put a like 7-inch out with an indie label based in Norwich. And it just sort of kicked off from. Yeah, it just sort of like kicked off from there, and we ended up doing like sessions for the BBC and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Did that for years. I sort of wound down with it because when we started it, I was like a bit of a mess. But by the end, I had like a proper job. I had a house. I just bought quite a nice house in a nice area of town, and I was like, I can't be making punk records anymore because it's not. I don't feel it's not me. I mean, what have I got? Like, oh shit, I forgot to take the bins out. Do you know what I mean? As it turned out, I was married to an awful person, and I could have written loads of shit. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. So I ended up, I split up with my wife, and then got divorced, and then decided I wanted to start wrestling. So that's what I did, and here we are.
Fuck you, Jeff. You live in Canada, you son of a bitch. You're calling me a fucking American. I'm an American motherfucker. I live in Florida. You live in fucking Canada, you piece of shit. Get him off my fucking stage. Anyways. So now we're going to go to the first segment. Wait. Do we have any of those clips we saw?
What clips?
Fucking deathmatch clips.
I actually do. Hold on. Let's show the folks a little bit about KUMITE.
Oh, really? So a little bit of KUMITE. Let's have a look at some KUMITE.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Who's that band?
Who's that? I can't actually. I couldn't hear the sound on this side, but I think it might be Flesh Creep.
I think it was Flesh Creep.
Yeah, I think it was Flesh Creep on that. But yeah, that's the intro to our last show, our current show that's on IWTV, Kaiju Fight. Yeah, and that's what we do. Silliness, absolutely irresponsible nonsense.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to fucking being a part of it. As long as all the deathmatch guys stay, put me in my own little section of the locker room, so I don't have to fucking like hang out with those guys.
We'll see what we can arrange for you.
I appreciate that. So we're gonna get fucking. Do you have any more clips, real quick, Weezo?
No.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Actually, I might actually have some more. Yeah, I figured you would.
There
I
are
got
some pretty.
I got a couple more, but I'll save them because you hate
I
them.
was going to say there's some wild clips of Tim's in a lot of them as well. Tim's in quite a lot.
That's the ones I got. He doesn't want to see them though. He hates deathmatch.
Show me the fucking clip. I'll close my eyes.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll just make it easier.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow what you were going to show.
He's ruining my night, basically. I don't like to see my friends bleed.
They got some good ones. Just go straight to the source here.
Let's go straight to the source. Click the fucking button, Weezo. Jesus Christ.
I'm clicking. Did it go? How come it didn't go?
This fucking guy, dude. How's the weather like over there?
It's brutal. It's blazing hot at the minute. It's mad hot. Yeah.
Heard you guys can't fucking handle it.
That's the thing. It's just a mad British thing. It's just people just talk about the weather. It gets to this point every year because it happens every year, and it gets a little bit hotter every year. And it's like it's the first time it's ever happened. And it's the same every time. Like November, it'll snow, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?" You got no infrastructure.
Watch your mouth. There's no swearing on this podcast.
Oh.
I'm just fucking kidding. We so fucking sucks. Anyway, we're gonna go to the next fucking segment because my friend here hate you, dude. You're a piece of shit. You did it on purpose.
What's the deal with the pots? I got another one for you too with pots.
Yeah, that's
you didn't see he's got like the gardening
terracotta pots. Yeah.
What, he puts it on his head?
Yeah, look, pot on his head.
Yeah, there's one where it's on his head. Yeah,
And then the other one that you obviously weren't paying attention to. See the pot on his back?
Oh, now I see it. You guys are potheads over there, aren't you?
Yeah. But yeah, it's terracotta pots. At that show, that was the show that we did in Newcastle. That was a combination. It was a three-way with us and Rise and Bleeding Gums, and they wouldn't let us use glass on the day, but we had a load of other props and weapons around, so we made up for it by just doing stuff with plant pots, things like that. But that spot with the plant pot on Franco's head with Tim smashing it with a cowbell, I love that.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
I think whenever he shared it, he said something like "Cowboys putting an end to potheads" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go on to our first segment, and our first segment is all about bringing the ruckus. What pisses you off in pro wrestling? But we can't get started until we hear that sound.
Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
Yeah. Did you not hear that music? Did you hear the music that time?
No, I know what it is because I watched the show earlier. So, but no, I can't hear the music at my end. So
I think you got to push a button because I remember when Mickey Knuckles was on, she said she couldn't hear something, and then she did one of these and pushed the button, and she could hear the sound.
All right, I'm so much of I don't want to touch my phone, and it's actually working as it is.
Shut up, Weezo.
I'm just gonna leave it. Thank you, though, Weezo. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so I'll get started. About what grinds my gears, and then you guys can jump in and tell me what pisses you off. I'll get started. And whenever you're running a podcast, you have your own show, and you ask your fucking co-host to play a clip, and he drags his fucking feet. That kind of shit just pisses me the fuck off. Nothing boils my blood more than an illiterate fucking dumb co-host. Weezo, how do you feel about that one?
I hate too when they tell you're getting yelled at and have played a clip too soon and they get mad with that too. So you got to find that perfect balance of, you know, too early or too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
You
Anyways,
gotta
fuck you. Malachi,
you
how about
too.
you? What grinds your fucking gears?
Well, it's a lot of the things that the other guys have talked about, really. Fan tribalism, for one, drives me nuts on loads of different levels. People talking about ratings that. I mean, like fans talking about ratings and arguing, like, "Oh, did you see SmackDown? There was empty chairs. It's not, yeah, but it's not as good as AEW. It's What are you talking about? Are you invested in it? Do you own stakes in like AEW or sort of NXT or any of these things? Why do you care how many people are watching it? What genuinely? How does it affect your life? And it's just people moaning. So, all right, but yeah, people moaning about wrestling drives me nuts. Because it's just wrestling, and essentially it's all the same. You get it in this. We get tons of shit, especially because we're just like deathmatch. People think we're assholes. Do you know what I mean? It's just say, and we're no different to anybody else. And we all, all these people that are like, oh, this guy doesn't like this guy. How do you know we don't like each other? We all speak to each other all the fucking time. That pisses me off.
I mean, I get the whole fucking cliche about deathmatch people being weird. I 100% agree. I mean, I see exactly where they're coming from.
Yeah. Well,
So
okay.
real and
Let's
raw.
just
If I'm not going to be real and raw, I'm going to be fucking honest here, man. People say deathmatch people are fucking weird and crazy and assholes. They are. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. I mean, can't wait to work for KUMITE though. Looking forward to it. Risto, what grinds your fucking gears, you piece of shit?
I hate guys. I hate
you gonna keep
deathmatch
going?
wrestling. I hate guys that hate deathmatch wrestling, but go out and get booked on deathmatch shows. I hope someone puts a fucking pot over your head and you get that shit smashed into your brain. Don't let me down.
I don't have to take this kind of fucking. I don't have to take this kind of abuse while I'm on here at all. I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't need to, but I will. Anyways, what grinds your gears, Malachi?
People pronouncing my name correctly. The name of my company. Yeah, people, and again, this is something that Tim mentioned. People that get sort of big time you and start hot dogging, all that shit, fucking hate that. There was a big, and I think Tim mentioned this as well. Obviously, a few years back, we had the whole NXT UK thing where a load of people were just not disappeared, but just went to the NXT, and a lot of those people got proper on their high horses and thought that's it now. I am fucking Ric Flair now. I don't need any of these people on my Facebook. Gone. Do you know what I mean? Then they're all like, fuck you to everyone. And then 6 months later, they all lose their jobs and they're all trying to come back and they're all asking, like, oh, I wonder, you get a little text from someone and it's like, hey, brother, yeah, that pisses me off as well.
So there you have it, folks. Hey, brother is the same in the UK as it is here in the fucking States.
yeah. And that's the same thing as well. These people, heard from people. I mean, a lot of people didn't used to like me. And then Kumite starts doing pretty well. And they all start coming out, oh, do you remember me from years ago? Not really, mate, because I was so drunk because you go and unworkable. So fuck that shit. Yeah. Well, you keep it real.
This business is fucking weird. Like,
it's such a
just
small
for instance,
world.
I was on fucking
Wrestling is such a very small world. I mean, the fact that we're having this conversation now, and sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, and
but you did. But you
yeah,
fucking
but
did,
I did. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Fucking, like for instance, I was on NXT the last 2 weeks. My inbox has been blowing up with people I've never spoken a word to that I know for a fact they don't give a shit about me. But once you start doing something, it's, hey, bro, I just want to let you know, man, I'm so proud of you, man. I've always supported you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly what to do. Stacks is out here now. I mean, guys, this is. Oh.
I was gonna get up and hit him. I was just about to get back up and hit him, but Fuck. I didn't upload any of my clips from this week. If you guys want to tune in, that's NXT. That's an N. X as in extreme and T as in Timmy. Go ahead and look me up. I'm a fucking star. But yeah, all right. So what else grinds your fucking gears? Let me go. It's my turn. Fucking my turn. Let's talk about guys that don't know how to handle themselves professionally, especially when it comes to dealing with promoters. For instance, like if you're booked on a show and you just show up to the show without discussing with the promoter, like, what do you want from me? What are we going to be doing? What's the plan? What's the game plan? How can I make my part in the show better? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just show up and want to wrestle, like, to me, it's like, go fucking find something. Go bowling. Because you can just show up and go bowling. But if I have a promotion and someone wants to work for me and they hit me up and say, hey, now that I'm booked, you know, what's the storyline? Where can we go with this? I want to cut some promos. I want to start storytelling. I want to start getting my social media active with the situation. Like, fuck yeah, I want this guy on my fucking team.
Yeah, well, 100%. I mean, the majority of the people that were working with Kumite are people that we've known for years, and everybody does give us input, and that's the whole thing, and it makes it a lot better. I mean, the last show, a lot of the things, I mean, nobody knows on the outside, but we've got the ability to change things. If somebody goes, oh, this is a good idea, and you know, and it actually works, we're 100% up for doing it every time. And especially everybody within the company who comes up with these ideas, it's never ever about putting themselves over. It's obviously protecting themselves in certain situations, but it is always for the good of the show and the good of the story. Do you know what I mean? You know, I won't go completely into it because it'll shatter the magic. But everybody that's putting stuff into it, it's for the good of the overall show, and it's never really about them, which is what I like. One thing that does grind my gears is when people just send you faceless CVs of just reams and reams of text and like some video of them getting their head kicked in by some ex-Fed guy, like losing to Gangrel somewhere, or you know, and I don't like that because I'm not going to read it. I'm sorry, and it's everything that we. That everybody that we sort of
let's answer this for the people at home that want to get booked. What do you expect as an owner of a company, a promoter? What do you want to see when you do get a message from somebody?
Oh, well, it tends to be like, again, it's not, I'm not saying it's like a boys club or whatever, but it tends to be things through friends. And how we got into this, we just started chatting about the podcast. You happened to mention that you were around on that date. So it was just like, well, let's see if we can do something. You know what I mean?
Plus, I sent you that dick pic too, so that was kind of like a
yeah. I mean, that was the clincher, really. That was the clincher.
Just gonna zoom in like 3 or 4 times, and it's like.
I mean, I didn't realize what it was at first. It was quite vulgar. I didn't realize what it was. It was too big. So, and now I've got my head around it. I was like, well, yeah, we'll get him on. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's the whole fucking old school thing, really. Just most of the people who are involved in it have helped at some point, or they've turned up, or you know, just don't be a dickhead. Don't be a dickhead, and you'll probably get booked. That's basically as the the key to life.
So now that I'm booked, it's cool for me to be a dickhead now that I'm already booked.
Yeah, you're in now. So.
Look, yeah, so I really don't know how to act any other way. I mean, besides like you guys' weather, food, women, I don't really know what's good about the country besides wrestling.
Well, what's good
Definitely
about
not
it? No.
Off with his head. All right, Weeso, do you have anything else that grinds you? Something happened to my fucking volume. Anyways, Weeso, anything else that grinds your fucking butthole?
Ring announcers that look like shit. Don't go in the ring to announce wearing yoga pants and Crocs.
That's good because Malachi was talking earlier and he was saying that, you know, the ring announcer is literally the ringmaster of the entire show. You have to keep shit going. You have to, if there's a fault with the music, you have to get on that mic and keep these people fucking entertained for a little bit. You have to be on it with the getting the title to the ring, getting the title out of the ring, grabbing their shit, bringing it back, bringing announcements, getting everything going. Like, if we have Jim Hennessy, he works for our company here in Florida. He comes in a beautiful fucking jacket that he can rub it both. One way it's green, one way it's red, so he can change it. Fucking write the company's logo in the back of his jacket. Properly dressed, wears 100 hats. I even kicked him in his fucking face last show on accident. Shout out, Jim. I'm sorry about that. But a good ring announcer can make or fucking break a show. That's a good one, Wiso.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, our shows, I just wear jeans and t-shirt because that's the sort of the vibe of what we do in the venue and whatnot. But yeah, I still, I still brush my teeth.
That's funny because in America, the first thing anybody fucking makes fun of is they're like, oh, the UK, they have fucked up teeth. That's the number one thing. I have fucked up teeth.
I have got.
I'm just kidding. My teeth are beautiful. Wiso, let me see your teeth.
Add braces.
Ugh. It looks like butter. 2 sticks of butter. Anything else, Malachi, that really grinds your fucking butthole against a sandpaper stick?
That's it really. And the other thing, the same as Lou's mentioned before, drunk fans getting far too involved and trying to make things about them. But it generally only most of those people, they get taken out quite quickly. There was a guy who actually what's that?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
There was a guy that actually, I think Lou was giving Lou some shit at Kumite show, and he got chucked out at Kumite show. And we told him, like, one day someone's going to fucking hurt you for doing this. And then at another show, he did it to Joey Janela, and Joey Janela just square kicked the cunt in the face, and he got dragged out.
I mean, that's what happens, dude. That fucking barrier, like, if you're talking shit to me, that's one thing. But if you start putting your hands on me, then we got a big problem.
Oh yeah, 100%. He told him not to do it.
If someone's just calling me a cunt or something like that, it doesn't bother me. If someone says like my mom should die, like shit like that doesn't bother you. You gotta have thick skin to be in this business. So when it comes down to like people, like if they come up and grab your fucking merchandise and like, rip up a picture or something like that, yeah, I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking nose. All right, I got one. Promoters out there that fucking, I think we might have discussed this before, but promoters out there that set up a show, book talent, fill it with people, sell tickets, sell hot dogs. What? We're all there. What? We're all having a good time. What? Where's my fucking footage? Can I please see the match that I fucking went out there and put my life on the line for? Can I please see my fucking match back? Shout out to all the promoters that send me my fucking matches. Shout out to all the fans that record it, because if I don't see my fucking match back, I don't ever want to work for your company again. Why would I waste my fucking time? Like, if I can't go show all of my fans what I did, especially if I'm out of the country. If I'm in another fucking country and I don't get film of my fucking match, like, what was the point? It never happened then. I remember Who gives a shit about memories these days? I need to show all my fans, and Wiso.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's no point doing anything unless it's being filmed, as far as I'm concerned. Unless it like in wrestling terms, especially now. Obviously, way back when I first started, and it was doing like kid shows, essentially house shows or like Butlins camp shows, that sort of thing. But if you're doing what we're doing, if it's not being filmed, then it like you say, it didn't happen. It's just madness.
Yeah, it's like if I beat up a bear and I tell Wiso, hey, I beat up a bear, he's gonna be like, you got a video of it? And he's not gonna believe me.
No,
rightfully so. He doesn't believe half the shit. Fuck. Oh, I didn't say the company's name, but anyways, still waiting on them. I want to see your stuff from that week. Yeah, I wrestled 3 matches in one day. I wrestled Austin Aries the night before, and then 3 matches in one day, and I still haven't seen I haven't seen fuck all, as you guys say over there. What do we got here? Daryl Chronister, a lifetime viewer. I try to get the footage out as fast as possible. As you should, you fucking dumb fuck. Don't fucking make me sit here and feel bad for you, Daryl. What were you expecting, Daryl? Me to give it up for Daryl for doing his fucking job.
Shout out to Daryl getting that footage out as soon as possible.
Shout out to Daryl, you piece of shit. All right, I'm all done with grinds. I mean, everything grinds my gears. We could talk about this for fucking hours. We could talk about having a women's fucking show and a men's show, but then bringing the women over for the men's show without the men over for the women's show. What the fuck? We're not going to get into that, though, because I don't want to get fucking trouble yet. Anyways, we're gonna go on to our next segment, and our next segment.
This is shit. That's shit. Shitty promo of the week.
Too soon. Too fucking soon. So I was setting up the goddamn segment, and you fucking hit the button, dude. Rewind. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the fucking night. Everyone's favorite segment. See, you fucked me up now, Lisa. Time for everybody's favorite segment of the month. I meant week. Shitty promo of the week. Hit that beautiful bean footage, Lisa. You fucking.
This is shit. That's shit. Shitty promo of the week.
I tried to wipe off my smile before we came back. It's really hard to be mean to you. You got such a lovable face.
I know. Look at me.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we like to watch shitty promos, not just to shit on shitty promos, but to show you guys what is acceptable, what isn't acceptable, and just downright shitty promos. So what do we got?
I don't know the guy's name, but Malachi needs to hit the button while it plays. If not, he's not gonna hear shit.
I've just done it. I can hear the sound.
Hey, you see? I told you, August. August don't know shit. Here we go.
25 years ago, I come to this country to be wrestler. I wrestled in rings across all of the Americas, Germany, France, anywhere they put up a ring, I was there to wrestle. In all of my 25 years of wrestling, never have I come across a more yellow-bellied, backstabbing coward than Joe Francis. You know who you are, Joe Francis. You came up behind me in the ring, SummerSlam last year. You come up and you hit me with belling head. Like coward! Coward! You will rue the day you came to the ring and mess with Mustafa, Joe Francis. Mustafa, fuck you in the ass!
Whoa.
In my country, we ride off on camel. I make you my camel!
You just muted it.
I think I put it back on.
Who did?
Oh, yeah.
Put it back in.
Sorry.
No, that was August.
You, me, nowhere to run. Joe Francis, nowhere to run. I will destroy you.
Wow. Wow, that's a strong.
You guys want to know where I went?
Where'd you go?
Not even one question where the host went.
I need to be back.
You guys are fucked.
Your 56K dial-up is messing up. I think
You guys
that's
are
what
fucking
happened.
assholes.
Yeah, that was.
No, the fucking God struck lightning or something next to my house, and the power went out, and everything went crazy, and my phone shut off for a second and turned back on because it's plugged into the wall right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that was.
Not happy. Not happy.
We're live, pal. Why is he wearing? He was wearing. He had no shirt on, but he was wearing a hat. So I was completely thrown off by that.
Yeah, it was all very brown, wasn't it? It was all very brown in the background. It was quite a bold choice of environment to film a promo. I think quite dank, but not in a sort of modern sense. In a literal damp, more damp than dank.
Yeah, and he definitely said he was gonna fuck him in the ass too, which is outrageous.
Yeah. It's just you can almost smell it. But yeah. Oh, he's gone again. He's gone.
Oh, we got to make sure we ask him what happened.
Oh gosh, it's been struck by lightning again. But yeah, so
did he say he was gonna make him his camel? Like I didn't get what.
Yeah, he said in his country, he rides camels, so he's gonna make Joe, whoever it was, his camel on Sunday. So yeah, he's
gonna ride him and then fuck him.
Yeah, it was quite long as well, but it just seemed a lot longer than it actually was. I think.
Oh my God, August, are you okay? What happened?
You okay? You struck by lightning.
Oh my God. I think I got it figured out now. I apologize for my unprofessionalism of my co-host here for not stopping the whole podcast. Because if I'm gone, the star's gone. What's the point of even doing this shit? Anyways,
I got broad shoulders.
that last promo though was my uncle. So I don't know what you guys said about him, but
Uncle Mustafa.
hopefully it was nice.
He just
Taught me
look-
everything I know.
He does look like someone's uncle, definitely.
Kyle Jeffrey says that
Put
was
that
Otis's
comment.
new Don.
Yeah. Oh, that's not funny at all. Fuck you, dude. Don't disrespect my family. Oh no, where did I see? Someone cares. Thank you, Daryl.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Welcome back, Augie. Appreciate you, Panda. Much love. Let me see if I can connect to my Wi-Fi. Let's see.
Oh, let's put the whole
Still
show
here?
on hold while you connect to the Wi-Fi.
Shut up, bitch. It's my show. Anyways, what's the next promo we got here?
All right, keep it rolling.
UFW. On June 28th, we are not defending the Here and Now Tag Team Championships because you guys are not deserving of that. But we will be in action.
Alright, bump all this. We're gonna get this straight down to the point with all this. Alright. Boys, listen up. We don't know who the hell you are. We don't give a damn who the hell you are. Okay? I'm Tartar Springs High School. We coming over there, we whooping asses, and then we leaving. Point blank, end of story. You just another step stool to get into our legacy. Have a nice day, boys.
You fucked up at the end there, dipshit.
Yeah. I don't give a
Here's the problem I see with that promo is that why in the fuck would I buy a ticket then? If you're gonna walk in there, beat them up, and win, and what's the point of coming? Sounds really boring.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat up some shit wrestlers that we don't even know who they are, but they're gonna be shit. So see you on Sunday.
And then you see these
But
titles. No, we're not bringing them either. We're not
we're not
defending them
bringing
at
them.
all.
Yeah, we're not bringing these titles. Okay. And it sounded like he had like something in his mouth, a lot of stuff in their
Yeah.
mouth,
Yeah.
quite gummy,
It was
quite gooey.
The whole
Gooey.
promo was pointless. Did they say play
Yeah.
one more time? Did they even say their fucking
Yeah,
names
they
or where the
didn't
show was
say
at?
anything. Actually, no, they didn't. I mean, who are they?
UFW. On June 28th, we are not defending the Here and Now Tag Team Championships because you guys are
Here and
not
Now.
deserving of that. But we will be in action.
Alright, bump all this. We're gonna get this straight down to the point with all this. Alright. Boys, listen up. We don't know who the hell you are. We don't give a damn who the hell you are. Okay?
We don't know who
Tartar
you are
Springs High
either.
School. We coming over there, we whooping asses, and then we leaving. Point blank, end of story. You just another step stool to get into our legacy. Have a nice day, boys.
Into our legacy.
And I just noticed this guy on the other side. He had 2 belts, so that guy's a double champ.
Yeah.
Whoever he is, whoever these
he is.
mysterious people are, they're just gonna go and turn up at a school and beat somebody up. Is this?
All we got out of them is that their name is We.
We're not coming.
We're not coming. Play it one more time. I want to see it one more time. That was such shit. This is an actual shit promo.
W.
Yeah.
On June 28th, we are not defending the Here and Now Tag Team Championships because you guys are not deserving of that.
What's up with that dial up there, Weezo?
Alright, bump all this. We're gonna get this straight down to the point with all this. Alright.
What's up with that dial up,
Boys,
Weezo?
listen
You
up.
get the
We don't know who the hell you are.
Roadrunner
We don't give a
internet?
damn who the hell you are. Okay? I'm Tartar Springs High School. We coming over there, we whooping asses.
Man,
and
this
then we
episode's
leaving.
full of
Point
fucking
blank, end of
bugs,
story.
isn't it?
You just another step stool to get into our legacy. Have a nice
It's
day,
because
boys.
of the deathmatch presence, I think. It's really
Is that what
throwing
it
everything
is?
off. I think so. We've had Mickey
Yeah.
Knuckles on, we've had Tim Strange on, we've had Lou Nixon on, and it's just sooner or later, it's just our internets are crashing because of all the barbed wire and glass.
They're called the House of Throne.
They're called the what? The
The
House,
House
of
of Throne.
the House of Throne.
That doesn't
They're
make any
actually
fucking
taking-
sense.
Doesn't make any sense. Like, does that like? Have they just gone all? We want something that's a bit like Game of Thrones and gone House of Throne. That'll do. And how are they
House
anything
of-
like Game of Thrones? They don't look like goblin people or like dragons or so.
Yeah,
But
I don't
wouldn't
know.
it be House of Thrones? Thrones?
Yeah. Was
Not
it
just
thrown
women
as a
sharing-
chair, or is it
Yeah,
thrown
they're
as in?
sharing it.
Yeah, like a chair, like
House of
the throne.
Right. Okay.
that was a good point, Malachi. That was a good point. House
Yeah.
of throwing people.
Well, either way,
like-
it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless you're reading it, does it? And they didn't even say it.
Are they sharing the throne? They both sit in the throne together.
One sits on the
I don't
other's
like it.
lap, or he sits on his face.
Oh, okay. That's where the tag team champions came in. Do we have any more promos?
I do. Here's your boy
Oh
Kyle
God, I
Jeffries,
can't wait to
though.
see it.
Don't ignore him.
They did say the name of the high school they're going to be at. They said the date and the high school. You just got to figure out what time to show up.
Yeah,
Like where to
and
get
also
tickets.
there's a massive droning plane in the background as well, all the way through it, just like
That's why I hate doing
house
outdoor
of
promos
drone.
House of Drone. Message them right now, Weso, and tell them to change their name.
We should see House of Throne.
Oh, I know the tag team across them from them. I still don't know how to pronounce their name though.
That Mary, I don't know either. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Aren't you fucking Spanish?
That's like Italian, whatever.
No, it's a beautiful
It's the same
day here in
thing.
West Texas.
Oh,
Lubbock,
God.
Texas. It's a great day to be the Rampage champion. It's been 30 days since I defeated Tony Hurst in a 2 out of 3 falls match at Rampage Wrestling's Disrespect. It's been 30
Turn the wind
days
down.
since I issued a challenge. And it's been 30 days without an answer. Somebody needs to step up. Who thinks they can step into the ring at Rampage Wrestling on November 6th? At Rampage Wrestling presents Resurgence with the Rampage champion, the chosen one, Eric
I hate
Grayson.
Eric Brayson. I don't like him at all.
I don't remember
His fucking
Rampage.
name and he went through all the fucking info. He basically read the whole flyer. That's another thing I can't fucking stand. There's a way.
Yeah.
There's a way to say the name, the date, the name, your opponent, and everything without going this Saturday, June 28th at the VPW Arena. I'm going up against blah blah blah. Like, cool, man. Thanks for reading the graphic for us.
What did you say his name was? Is that guy?
Eric Grayson.
Oh, Grayson. All right.
Grayson.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand the
It
name.
was all quite windy, wasn't it? It was all quite windy.
Yeah.
I don't understand the like the Mark Jacobs and the Chris Steven and like the cool man. You have a name of a regular guy. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
What the fuck does this have to say? August, you might fight either Tim Strange or Rossi Rascal at Target Wrestling. If it's Tim Strange, I'm just going to give him the finger poke of doom, and he's going to take the pin for me. That's how brothers work.
So nice of him.
What do you feel about promos, Mr. Malachi? A lot of people, some people will say like, yeah, man, promos don't sell tickets to shows. Other people think that, like people like myself, think that cutting a promo really does help somebody make up their mind on what they're going to be doing this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think it helps. I mean, Alton Thorne, our champion, he does a lot of promos before each match, sort of thing, and it really does, especially with people who are invested in the storylines. It's good to give them a bit of, cheers them up. Like if you drop that like a few days before the show, generally get one of his promos. It works. I mean, some people don't like them. If they don't like them, don't watch them. I mean, I think it's always better to put it in there, at least a couple, at least for a show, at least for one show. But yeah, I like promos. That's what it's all about. And it doesn't have to be absolute waffle like that, like a man standing in a fucking wind tunnel talking about. Make it interesting. And if you're doing it outside, just cup the phone or something.
That's one thing I can't stand is handheld vertical promos and then people that cut promos in their car. Obviously, you're in your car a lot of the times of the day, but if you can't step out of the fucking car and cut a promo, like It's just lazy. It's lazy, and it shows the promoter exactly what. And then people wonder. I love working for companies that want my videos to be horizontal, because if we want, like in the day and age of like TikTok and Instagram, a lot of people's phones are like this, but you can always make a horizontal video.
Yeah.
You can't always make a vertical video without blurring the edges and looking fucking stupid.
Oh no, 100%.
Promos are the best promos ever.
I mean, 100%. You got to keep it. You got to remember, it's it is television as well, essentially. At whatever basic level you think it is, you've still got to do the things that it's wrestling television. So and promos are part of that, brother.
Brother. Yeah, let's read this next comment right here in your best American accent.
Promos help big time. Help me know who I want to cheer for before the show, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, Kyle Jeffries. I'll see you Sunday.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know. I've gone. I was taken away.
That was a 10 out of 10 promo, dude. That was a 10 out of 10 promo. You turned a fucking comment reading into a promo. That was awesome. But it's funny because, like, I asked Lou, I was like, Lou Nixon, to everybody who doesn't know, if you don't know, you better find out. I asked him, I was like, give me your best American accent. He's like, you better get out of my lawn before I shoot you with my shotgun right in the face. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody's first thing is guns, guns, guns. Always guns.
America.
Yeah.
America.
Fuck
Horizontal promos can be added to the broadcast during post-production easily as well. God dang right. Gosh darn right. Frickin' hell yeah. That's true. We have any more promos, Lisa?
I probably got one more.
Oh, he's probably got one more. Here, he's so well put together. I'll tell you what. Look at this. Look how good I'm doing right now, Mr. Promoter. I haven't even opened my envelope yet for my last show.
Sorry, I just got to get my phone charger.
Drank from the goblet of darkness. And
Hang on 2 seconds.
Your power.
Let me give him some time.
So
How you doing, August?
Let's dance. Let's dance while he's getting his charger.
Yeah, it has been a while. Too many buttons here.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Cut the fucking music off. He's done dancing. He can't hear this.
You can hear it again. He fixed it.
Oh, you fixed
I couldn't
it?
hear
Oh
it
my
that
God,
time,
life
but
is
it's fine.
good. Why didn't you do it, dude?
I guess you didn't hear it this time.
Why didn't you finger
I
bang
didn't hear
us?
it. Sorry. I'll finger bang you. I'll finger bang you when I see you. Yeah, when I see you in the flesh. Incredible. My favorite. That's my favorite wrestling is that era WCW. That was when I've sort of like first. That's my first. My introduction to wrestling was sort of like late 80s, early 90s WCW, and it's just rubbish. But I fucking love it. You can't beat it because it's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's just the complete lack of awareness of how bad it is what makes it incredible.
All those Dungeon
I never watched it when I was a kid.
Well, here it was the first wrestling. It was on like syndicated, like we don't get it anymore. But we used to have sort of local network television here. We don't now. It's all just one big thing. But where I grew up, they used to show WCW on late night and on Saturday mornings, and it was all that sort of era. And it was just that was my first. It was before that. It was World of Sport and the Big Daddy stuff and all that. And then when that stopped, they changed it for WCW. and it went from like watching giant haystacks to seeing. First of all, you'd be like, "Oh, Ricky Steamboat," and Ric Flair and all that, and then you'd see this. And and like the Shockmaster and stuff like that, and it's just brilliant. It's just brilliantly bad. It's just my favorite wrestling to just watch over and over again. Fletch constantly rids me because he says it's the only wrestling I watch. I don't watch anything modern. I'll just watch fucking the Chamber of Horrors match.
How'd you guys watch that? When you guys were younger, how'd you guys watch WWF and WCW while you were over there in the UK?
Well, WCW was on TV, just on like normal TV, and then WWF was on Sky, which is like satellite TV, like cable. And it started. They'd show like the pay-per-views on movie channels, and then it was like pay-per-views, and then obviously now it's the network. But yeah, it was, and videotapes, mainly videotapes. The old Coliseum videos. Silvervision, and all those, the ones in the purple boxes. Yeah, those ones. I remember getting WrestleMania 4 on a double VHS. Yeah, that's what I love that shit.
I just watched WrestleMania 4 the other night. That like my thing is like being a new age wrestler, I love to go back and watch that kind of shit because there's always something you can pull from that older shit that worked that'll still work these days. Yeah.
Well, that's it. There's stuff there. I mean, I used to drive my wife mad with it. I'll show her like this, like old, like Barry Windham. I think I showed her a match. It was like Barry Windham and Dusty Rhodes once, and it's basically a 45-minute match with just one hold in it. And I was just like, but that's just like controlling the crowd with just like not really doing anything, and it's just masterful. And at that time, people were just rabid for it, and they really, really thought it was real. And I kind of miss that. It's people get angry about wrestling, which is another thing that pisses me off. But I think I came to the conclusion that the people who get angry, like, oh, you do know it's real, or fucking, you do know it's fake. Oh, fuck no! You see, I've just completely wasted 10 years of my life. But you know what I mean? But I think it's because these people believed it when they were kids, and it's like that last bastion of belief. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It's not fake. Neither is Father Christmas or the Easter Bunny, but they believed in those things.
Like, I agree. Like whenever Chris Jericho once said, he's like fake. He's like, no, it's not fake. I'll agree. It's 100%. It's scripted. We know the outcome. But like when John Travolta jumps out of a plane, the stunt double they cut, and the stunt double comes out, and then he jumps out of the plane. We don't cut. We just jump out of the plane.
With no rehearsals whatsoever as well, and just with like most of the time going, right, this is what we're going to do in the next 10 minutes, and then it's just mad. It's just madness. But I've completely forgotten
what?
So I was going to say I forgot what the question was, but then you carried on, and I could have blagged it.
I don't remember either. As soon as I ask you a question, it's up to you to remember.
Sorry.
Wisa, do you have any cool questions?
Kyle choked on a hot dog.
Yeah, that's
standard. I know we already showed that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Dream match. Anyone you want to get over there to the UK?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I'm not sure. I don't really want to say anything in case I end up cursing it and they don't happen. Obviously, August is coming in August.
There you go.
That's why we put a show on in August, because I thought maybe August might be coming, and the best time for August is August.
Yeah.
So
I'm coming in myself.
But
he beats up on the planes too, so you got to make sure he washes his hands when he sees you.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to curse it just in case. I wouldn't want to curse it just in case it was someone that I did actually want to book and that I couldn't book them.
Well, here's one of your fans from Kumite. Would love to see Akira at Kumite, please.
Well, we'll see. We would love to get Akira on at some point. We have talked to him, but he was going to come over at some point last year, but he was very, very busy with in Japan. So and with Major League Wrestling and stuff, he was very busy. But obviously, he comes out to the theme from Bloodsport, so he's obviously and people chant Kumite when he comes out, so it's obvious that he should come. Like if he came to Kumite, the fans would, you know, make him their king.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because most deathmatch fans are just completely senseless and morons that they give into that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, they like a good chant.
I love that's the one thing I honestly got love about the UK is like over here they're like, "Fuck you, August. Fuck you, August." Over there they're like, "August Artois is rubbish. August Artois is trash." Like they do chants and shit like that. It's really fun to be a heel over there because the UK crowd really fucking gives it to you from little kids to old people in wheelchairs. Like wrestling is, and I've never seen it too. Like you guys do shows on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Like fucking wrestling is huge in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, especially
I
if you're
love
doing
it.
the camp shows and stuff, they're like lunch times all through the summer holidays and stuff like that. And yeah, the fans are
Yeah,
mad for it. Fans are great in this country. I don't know. I always notice it if you ever watch any of like the WWE shows when they film them in Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all like the one that they did in France. I can't remember what it was last year, but the cameras were vibrating because the crowd were that like mad, and it's like it's that sort of like you've said it before. It's that football chant, sort of like, but it's crowds that we've had that we sort of like taught to do that at an early age. To just go rah, 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 as a
awesome.
football or whatever, but it's good, and we know how to
Yeah,
like have a laugh at shows and shit. So
it's definitely my favorite. My favorite crowd to work would definitely be. I'd say between England and Scotland, it would be between those two. Like it's the loudest. I think Scotland might have been a little louder because there was a lot of kids at the show because kids are loud and fucking ear piercing. But yeah, I've never met a more dedicated fan base than I have in the UK. It's really cool. Besides my fans here in the States who are amazing people. But anyways, I love the UK. I love to go over there and wrestle. Let me ask you this question: what the fuck is there to do in Derby?
Derby, there's not a great deal. I mean, do you drink? There's a lot of like real ale places in Derby. It's actually pronounced Derby, which is
Derby? Oh,
yeah,
Derby.
Derby,
Derby.
Derby. Yeah. So that's another thing that
Derby.
for you guys, to the American guys, to pronounce completely wrong. It's Malachi at Kumite in
Fuck
Derby.
off. I knew it was Kumite the whole time. We here kept saying Kumite, and I was like, dude, grow up. Like,
No, that's definitely false. That's definitely false. We probably got footage of that too somewhere of you saying that.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much going on. That's kind of why we do shows here, because there's
there's
quite a running
fucking
joke.
Wiso. For our first 5 episodes, I called him Wiso until he finally corrected me.
But yeah, it's
so for the families that are going to be bringing their kids to your show, what can they expect?
Well, it's over
in terms of
It's over 18s only at Kumite, I'm afraid. So no kids allowed. It's strictly over 18s. No. It's no kids in the venue. Yeah.
You're not gonna let me bring my fucking child in? My semen created into a fucking walking bean. They can let me bring that little fucker in? Whatever. It's cool because I fucking hate
Leave
kids
that little
anyway,
fucker at
so
home.
whatever. Is there any hot chicks that come to the show?
I don't know. I can't see them from where I am. That's not why I'm there, August. I wouldn't know.
Come on, he said he's married, man. He ain't looking at none of that. I'm trying to get him in trouble.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. 6 a.m. fucking messages. Shut up. Anyways, so let me ask you this. In the next 5 years, where do you want to see Kumite at?
Well, I don't know. It's like I say, I want to get to the end of this year. See what I've got. A couple of ideas for next year. Just like I said to you earlier, just grateful to be able to still be doing it. And we're on such a finite time with all the shit that's going on in the world. You know, everything could explode tomorrow, for fuck's sake. So let's carry on organising people mucking about in the back of a pub for a bit longer. Do you know what I mean? Give
Oh,
people
well,
something.
excuse the fuck out of me for asking your 5-year fucking plan there, fucking Malachi. My bad. Let me scratch that fucking question off the shit
I'm
list of
sorry,
questions that I
August.
fucking asked. Let me ask you this
But one
question, Malachi. What do you see in your life in the next 5 fucking minutes?
Going to sleep.
going to sleep. Yeah, but
Yeah.
one day at a time, August. One day at a time.
I love
It's
it.
all
I
right.
love that mindset.
I asked August the same question the first time I had it on my show, and he gave me some dickhead answer too. He's like, "I already accomplished everything I want to do in life. I don't need to do nothing else." I was like, "Well, fuck you too, then."
Yeah, motherfucker. Bam. No, I just booked a flight to Thailand. With
Oh, wow.
my NXT pay, I just booked a trip to Thailand in January. So that's how far I plan ahead. It's 203 days away. So for the next 203 days, that's all I'll give a shit about. So when I'm in the UK, I'll be like, "Hey, how you like in the UK?" I'll be like, "I'll be in the fucking Thailand soon enough."
It's nothing like Thailand.
NXT pay.
Well, Tony knew exactly what to do. Stacks is out here now. I mean, guys, this is... Oh!
Fuck you, dude. It still hurts. Have you been to Thailand there, Malachi?
No, I've never been to Thailand. No. A friend of mine used to live there. Well, yes, it. See, I'm not getting
I've
that
been there.
sweet. I'm not getting that sweet NXT money, though, am I? August.
Big paid. The
I'm
catering's
just
even
hearing.
better.
I'm just hearing Derby
Darby.
Darby.
and Derby.
Derby.
You have to
Derby.
say, "Hey, you." Say that again, Derby. I love it with hearing Americans talk Derby.
Fuck.
Everyone,
Yeah,
do you all think we sound like Austin Powers?
I like hearing you guys talk too. What do you guys say? We say oregano, the seasoning. You guys say oregano. Or some shit like that.
Oregano, yeah.
What do you guys call?
Yeah,
What do you call the place where you take your car to get fixed at? What do you call that place?
A garage.
Oh, shit, say it the
a
right
garage.
way.
A garage.
A garage. A garage. I thought my buddy. I was like, "Where are we going?" He's
All
like,
right, I'll
garage.
take
I was
you
like,
to the fucking garage.
What'd you call me?
I'll take it to the fucking garage. Take you to the garage, don't I?
You guys have another word that's really stupid. You guys say it, and every time you guys say it, I'm like, can you just not fucking? Oh, whenever Tim says like, "Oh, we're just taking the piss out of you," I'm like, what does that fucking mean?
Yeah, taking the piss. Yeah, just joshing you, just taking the piss. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it just means
that makes sense. Once you said Josh and you, that makes sense now.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought they meant like
yeah.
they were gonna. I thought they were gonna milk me
Not
and
physically,
like, steal my urine and sell it.
Yeah, physically remove urine from you. I don't think anyone's going to do that. I mean, they might do. I mean,
well,
you are going to Thailand.
I am going to Derby.
You are going to Derby. Yeah.
Derby.
You know.
All right, let's talk about this then. Do you have any upcoming shows coming up for Kumite?
The next show that we have is August the 17th, and that is at the Hairy Dog in Derby. And that is KCW Giallo, and you can see August Artois as part of that show. Yeah, that's what we've got coming up next. And then we've got one more show in October, and that's the end of our season.
What's this? Oh, yeah. That's sexy. Look at that. Look at that there. Look at that
there. It is. Yeah. That's it.
I love the flyer. It's so simple, yet it's so especially stands out like a motherfucker when you're scrolling through Facebook. You see a bright yellow fucking.
Look at this douchebag.
Yeah.
Look at them titties.
Yeah, the graphics are great. Yeah, the graphics are wicked.
How do you pronounce that word?
Giallo or Giallo. Yeah, it's Italian for yellow. It's like a type of Italian trashy horror film, sort of like Fulci films, of Giallo and stuff.
You said it stands for yellow?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so you guys are definitely going to steal the piss out of me then.
That's
all adding up.
why. That's
It's all
why it's
adding up.
yellow. Yeah. It's just playing the long game, August. I was like, maybe I can drop him a message and get myself like catfish myself into this podcast situation, and then we can get some of that sweet August Artois PP.
Let me ask you this. Have you reached all of your goals that you've wanted to accomplish in the wrestling business, or is there still more?
I've never been over to America. I'd like to come over to America at some point and do some shows. But I am terrified of I've got some issues where I can't travel, basically. I'd love to get my head around that at some point because the guys are back and forth all the time, and they seem like they have such a good time over there.
It's like going to Thailand from America. It's just one of the flights is 14 hours, and then the other flight is 6 hours, and then the other. So, but going from here to there, it's like what, 8 hours to get to the UK. It's nothing now. It's like a work day basically.
But, yeah, I mean,
we got a question from a fan. You want to read it?
Oh, Malachi, do you stream the show or post it later? We post it later. We all of our stuff goes up on IWTV. That's because we do, between myself and Fletcher, we film it and edit it ourselves, and we do the comms ourselves. But we obviously do it in post because we're both running around doing stage managing things as well on the day. We just do a bit of everything. So yeah, we do it after. And it generally goes up on IWTV about 2 weeks after. So yeah.
It's really,
and we send the staff out a link as well so they can watch their matches.
Yeah, dude, it's really fucking refreshing though. I mean, I'm already booked, so I don't have to kiss your ass anymore. But it's really refreshing to work. It's really refreshing to work for somebody who's willing to like work as hard as you are. Like we're working hard in the ring. We're working hard to cut the promos. We're working hard to share our graphics and get the fans to come. And you're working just as hard behind the scenes to make sure our presence out there is like. There's another company I work for in Canada, IPW, that I just work for, and the production is fucking mint. The team is mint. The fucking everything's set up and tore down. Like the team works together, and it's good to work for somebody that really cares about what they're doing because. I also work for promoters that are like, whatever. And it's like, well, whatever, then I'm going to match your fucking energy then and whatever your show as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not going to give a shit, why should I give a shit?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I've worked for places like that before as well. And it's the same thing. It's like, why should I fucking bother? And like you say, excuse me, like you say, we've got the wrestlers and we've got other, like, it's not just the wrestlers. We've got the guys that do the graphics, they do the sound, people that do the ring crew and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It all adds up. It all adds up, and it's sorry, I've completely forgotten what. Oh yeah, sorry. I remember what I was saying. Yeah, it's all about I've got making it comfortable for those guys as well because everybody, the more people enjoy their time there, it really rubs off. And the fact that I like to think people like working for us, otherwise they wouldn't come back. Otherwise a lot of the people that I know, they'd tell me if they didn't like working for me. Do you know what I mean? Which is what I appreciate. Which is why
I'll let you know.
Working for. Oh yeah, you know. Well,
I'll send you a fucking. I'll send you a letter. I'll send you a letter. If there's spit on it, then I didn't have a good time. but I'm guessing when I get to Derby, we're gonna have a wonderful time.
Oh yeah. You'll see the sights of the sunny East Midlands. We call it Barbados. It's. I can't stop. I don't know why I've started holding my glasses like that.
I like it. I'm gonna steal it from you. You're gonna watch when I start cutting promos. I'm gonna be like, listen here, coming for your blood, coming for your soul. Well, that's been it for me. Do you have any other fucking questions with your fucking face?
Nope, I do not. Thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. Thank you for putting up with this asshole.
No, thank you for having me on. I appreciate you spending the time to talk to me. It's great.
Yeah, sorry for keeping you up so late. I know it's fucking like 1 o'clock in the morning over there in the UK, but at the same time, I don't give a shit because it's my world.
Well, got to do the promo work, brother. You've got to do the work, brother. So, yeah. Well, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Wait for him to unfreeze, because if I exit now, he's gonna be talking shit. Give me a shitty dial-up internet.
Oh, there he is! Oh my god! More lightning strike.